Lesson 7.12, Review Packet 7C. Write about it. Suppose you need to teach a robot how to complete the square for any polynomial of the form x squared plus x squared plus bx plus c. Write a set very precise instructions. So what would you do? How would you program if you could just tell the robot what to do? That's that. And number 12, solve the equation x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 3. Use completing the square or any other factoring method. Explain why you choose your method. Okay. So first of all, you have to have 0 on one side. So think about what you have to do. So x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 3. That 3, we got to do something. We have to have 0. And then change that to, so somehow on the right side you gotta get 0 and write it out, and you can either use completing the square method, or if it works with other factoring, then you can do it and make sure you explain why you choose that one. 14, solve each polynomial equation. Use completing the square or any other method. Check your answer. So let me just do A. Using the completing the square method. So x squared plus 8x equals 33. First thing you want to do is you want to have 0 on the right side. So the next sentence will be x squared plus 8x minus 33 equals 0, because I'm subtracting 33 from both sides. Now I think about what number gives me 8 by adding and negative 33 by multiplying. And as a matter of fact, there is a pair of those two numbers. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to use completing the square method. So looking at this, completing the square method, using that, you first look at this one, because I want to use perfect polynomial, which is x squared plus 2 times ax equals not equal, I'm sorry, plus a squared equals x plus a to the second power. That a is a half of that. So replacing that one, I have x plus 4 squared. Then that a is 4, and this a is 4, so I'm going to replace that. So I have x squared plus 2 times 4, which is 8x plus 16, because 4 squared. So if I have 16 instead of negative 33, then I will be happy. I can easily convert that into this one, then I can say, alright, my x is negative 4. That'll be easy. But in reality, we have negative 33, so we have to add, in order to get 16 from negative 33, we have to add 49, as a matter of fact. So the next sentence we'll have is x squared plus 8x minus 33 plus 49. Okay, so that this part will be 16. But if you add 49 on one side, you gotta add 49 to the other side, or you're gonna have to neutralize by subtracting the same number. So this part will be x squared plus 8x plus 16. That's what we wanted to have one. And we have 49 here equals 0. So this is exactly the same as this, which is exactly the same as that one. So I'm going to rewrite this guy into this guy. So it's easier. So x plus 4 to the second power minus 49, and the 49 happens to be 7 squared equals 0. Now we can use a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b, our old friend, right? So now a will be this guy, b will be this guy. So a is is x plus 4, and b is 7, so I'm going to add 7 to that. And then a is x plus 4, and b is 7. See, I just replacing a with x plus 4, this a with x plus 4, and b, this b with 7, and this b with 7. Now that equals 0, so I have x plus 11 and x minus 3 equals 0, and we can use ZPP. X could be either negative 11 or 3. Okay? Use this idea and apply that to the other one, and you can solve it. For D, you're going to have to kind of expand first, or you don't have to use completing the square this long method if you know any other method, or if that works. The completing the square, the great part of completing the square method is it works for anything, but some of the a squared minus b squared, that doesn't work for all of them, or you're gonna have to say 17. You can use perfect square trinomials to square some numbers quickly. For example, 1007 square equals 1,014,049. Explain how knowing x plus 7 squared equals x squared plus 14x plus 49 helps. You calculate 1007 squared quickly. Excuse me for a second. So, how does that help? Well, what if x is 1000? If you look at x plus 7 squared. If this x is 1000, then we'll have this guy, right? Because 1000 plus 7 squared is 1007 squared, which is 1,014,049, right? So how does this help? Comparing this guy and this guy, you should realize something, and you can apply something here. The hint is the word place value. And once you get that, get this without calculator. You cut the square from each corner of a rectangular piece of sheet metal 10 inches by 6 inches. This forms an open-top regular box with the bottom area of 32 square inches. What size squared should you cut from the corner? So we've got the square. Okay. Something like that. And we're gonna cut that from a corner of 10 inches by 6 inches. This forms an open top regular box. So each corner, you're gonna cut that 10 by 6, 10 by 6, right? 10 by 6, 10 by 6. Okay? This forms an open up, so if you fold along this line, you see, and then if this and this will be connected, and you'll have wait a minute. No, I was wrong. I'm sorry. No, this is wrong. So, oops. Let me just erase this. Okay. Let me just erase this guy. Okay. So let me do it again. Okay. So we've got the square. Or you've got the sheet. Yeah. So you got 10 by 6, and you're gonna cut the square like that. Okay. So that when you fold along the line, then you'll have open top regular box with the bottom area, which is area of this one, will be 32 square inches. What size square should you cut from the corner? So what you should do for this one? Is that a half inches or so? Yeah. All right. Number 20, complete the square for each polynomial. All right, let me do a again. So x squared plus 8x. So somehow, if we have some kind of number over here, we'll be able to have x plus 4 to the second power, right? Because this is a half of this guy, right? So what number you want to have? That's 16, obviously, because this number is always the square of that number. So we should have x squared plus 8x plus 16. But you just cannot add 16. You got to subtract 16. Otherwise, you are changing the problem. So right there is x plus 4 squared minus, 16 is 4 squared. So now we can use a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. So this is my a and this is my b. So I have x plus 4 plus 4. And then I have x plus 4 minus 4. Minus 4, right? So that is x plus 8 times, this is 0, so it's x.